Have you ever opened your banking app on a random Tuesday night? Maybe you're sitting on the couch, TV playing in the background, half watching some show you don't even care about anymore, and you check your balance, and it's not zero, but it's not exciting either. It's just there, enough to survive, enough to pay bills, enough to not panic, but nowhere near enough to feel free. You scroll through transactions, rent, groceries, gas, that subscription you forgot to cancel 3 months ago. Then you close the app and kind of stare at the wall for a second, because in your head you're thinking, is this it? Like, is this what the next 30 years look like? Saving a few hundred here and there, watching prices creep up, trying to be responsible while somehow everything still feels tight. And maybe you've tried before. You told yourself you'd start investing. You watched a couple videos, you opened an app, and then life happened. Car repair, birthday gift, random expense, motivation fades. Yeah, that loop. I've been obsessed with that exact moment for years. That quiet realization where you're not broke, but you're definitely not building wealth either. My name's Max, and I spend way too much time thinking about money, human behavior, and why some people slowly compound their way into financial freedom while others work just as hard but somehow stay stuck. And today, I want to show you something that sounds fake at first, how $500 a month can realistically turn into $1 million. Not with crypto gambles, not with side hustles that burn you out, not with get-rich-quick nonsense. Just boring consistency, math, psychology, and time. And yeah, I know $500 feels like a lot for some people. For others, it feels small. But what matters here isn't the number. It's the system. Because once you understand this, you stop seeing money as something you chase and start seeing it as something you build. Let's break it down. Part 1. Why? $500 matters more than you think. Let me start with something weird. Most people don't fail to become wealthy because they don't make enough money. They fail because they never build momentum. Think about pushing a car. The first few feet are brutal. Legs shaking, nothing moves. You feel stupid for trying. Then suddenly, it starts rolling. That's investing. Your first $500 doesn't feel powerful. Your first $5,000 barely registers. Even $20,000 feels underwhelming. But somewhere between $50,000 and $150,000, something shifts. Your money starts making noticeable money. And psychologically, that's when everything changes. But almost nobody makes it there because the beginning feels pointless. Let's do some math. If you invest $500 per month, that's $6,000 per year. At a conservative 8% annual return, after 10 years, about $92,000. 20 years, about $295,000. 30 years, about $745,000. 35 years, just over $1 million. Read that again. Same $500. Same person. Same boring monthly habit. Millionaire. No salary increase required. No lottery ticket. Just consistency and patience. And yeah, I know what you're thinking. 35 years is forever. But here's the thing nobody tells you. Those years are passing anyway. The question isn't whether time will go by. It's whether you'll own assets while it does. Part 2. Step 1. Automate. The $500. Remove yourself. This is where most people mess up. They treat investing like a decision they have to make every month. That's exhausting. Instead, you automate it. The same way your rent comes out automatically. The same way your phone bill disappears quietly in the background. Your $500 needs to become invisible. You don't decide to invest. It just happens. Open a brokerage account. Link your checking. Set up automatic monthly transfers. Done. Because motivation fades, systems don't. If you rely on willpower, you'll skip months. If you rely on automation, you'll accidentally become rich. I'm serious. Make it boring. Make it forgettable. That's how it works. Part 3. Where the $500 actually goes. Now let's talk investments. Not flashy stuff. Not TikTok stocks. Just simple. Here's a beginner-friendly breakdown. 70%. Total Market Index Fund. Think VTI or VTSAX. This owns basically the entire U.S. stock market. Thousands of companies, Apple, Microsoft, Costco, everything. You're betting on humanity continuing to build stuff. Pretty solid bet. 20%. International Index Fund VXUS or similar. Because the world exists outside America, and diversification keeps you sane during downturns. 10%. Optional growth. Bucket. This could be tech ETFs, small cap funds, or even a few individual stocks if you enjoy it. But keep this small. This is spice, not the meal. If that sounds boring, good. Boring builds wealth. Exciting usually loses money. Part 4. The part nobody prepares you for. The middle. Here's where things get real. Years 1 through 5, nothing happens. You check your account sometimes. You feel proud occasionally, but mostly it feels slow. Years 5 through 10, still slow. You might hit $50,000 or $80,000 and think, cool, I guess. This is where most people quit. They pull money out. They chase trends. They decide investing doesn't work. But this is literally right before compounding gets interesting. It's like planting bamboo. For years you see nothing. Then suddenly it grows feet overnight. Same thing here. Your first $100,000 takes forever. Your second comes way faster because now your money is helping. That's the shift. Part 5. Increasing the $500 over time. The secret accelerator. Now here's where this gets powerful. Most people don't stay at $500 forever. You get raises, you change jobs, you finish paying off a car, a credit card disappears. Instead of upgrading your lifestyle, you upgrade your investments. Maybe after 2 years you move to $600, then $750, then $1,000. Let's say eventually you average $800 per month instead of $500. That alone can shave years off your million. Same strategy, same funds, just more fuel. Lifestyle inflation is what keeps people broke. Lifestyle investing is what makes people wealthy. Part 6, market crashes. This is where millionaires are made. Okay, important. At some point, the market will crash. It always does. Your account will drop 20%, maybe 30%. You'll feel sick. Your brain will scream, pull it out before it gets worse. This is the moment. This exact moment separates future millionaires from everyone else because crashes are discounts. If you keep investing while prices are low, you're buying future returns on sale. Every major fortune was built through downturns, every single one. So when it happens, and it will, do nothing. Actually, do more. Increase contributions if you can. That's how you win. Part 7, the psychology. Honestly, the most important part. Let me tell you something quietly. The math is easy. The psychology is hard. You'll compare yourself to others. You'll feel behind. You'll want faster results. Sometimes you'll wonder if it's even working. That's normal. We live in a world of instant everything. But wealth is slow. It's invisible. It builds in silence. While everyone else is buying stuff to look rich, you're buying assets to become rich. Big difference. You don't feel wealthy while building wealth. You feel disciplined. You feel boring. You feel patient. Then one day you wake up and realize your money earns more in a year than you used to save. That's when it clicks. Part 8. What $1 million actually means. Quick reality check. $1 million isn't yachts and private jets, but invested wisely, it can generate $40,000 to $50,000 per year without touching principal. That's freedom. That's options. That's saying no to jobs you hate. That's sleeping better. And if you keep going past $1 million, that's when life really changes. Part 9. Step-by-step summary. Let's recap. 1. Automate $500 per month immediately. 2. Invest in low-cost index funds. 3. Ignore noise. 4. Increase contributions over time. 5. Stay invested during crashes. 6. Let compounding work. 7. Be patient. That's it. No hacks, no secrets, just consistency. If this video helped you see money differently, hit like. If you want more content about building wealth slowly, safely, and realistically, subscribe. And remember, you don't need to be special. You just need to be consistent. Your future self is quietly begging you to start today.